Ruslan.
So I'm coming off of your Master My Habits course.
Awesome.
That course is kind of like, it's coming up on the tail end of some victories for me. Like, I'm going to hit day 90 by God's grace, like this Friday.
Wow.
I know your story, and I'm going through the course, but one thing that hasn't really been addressed that I have curiosity, and maybe you want to hit the hide your kids, hide your wife button at this point, because it is kind of...
Okay, let's hit the button.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Explicit.
Yeah,
Explicit.
so just
Explicit.
like, when you were coming out of all of that stuff, did you have like specific experiences with like the special dreams? Because like with me, what's happening is that like I haven't like done the actual thing in a long time.
Okay.
But like I'll just have these dreams and I'll like wake up, and like part of it, it's very frustrating for me because my relationship with dreams generally, I don't remember a dream that I've had since I was probably like 6 or 7. And so like this last time, for example, just woke up and like I don't remember the dream. Like, and I know that from one of the videos that I've been watching on YouTube and a lot of different things, like I go and watch John Piper, who he's like kind of very extreme on one side, and then they'll watch some other people on this other side. And they're like, oh, you have way more control over your dreams than you think. And then this other camp is like, no, it's totally natural. And mind you, like the last time this happened, like this was a Friday. And so Fridays I like to watch 2020. And I literally watched 2 hours of like this homicide investigation before bed. And so like one of the things that the Christians tell me, they're like, well, what were you doing like just before bed? Were you like engaging in? I was like, I was literally watching a murder thing. Like, so unless I'm Ted Bundy incarnate, I don't see how I was turned on by that. So like,
yeah, no,
I just know like what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
If you like had that kind of stuff like when you were coming out of it first, like if it ever stops.
Yeah. Great question. What an interesting question. He's talking about wet dreams, guys. For those of you guys who are like, what's going on? What are we talking about? Wet dreams. Yes, I have. I do not take the position that wet dreams are demonic, because somebody's going to say that. Oh, it's demons getting in your dream. I don't believe that. I mean, I guess that's possible, but I don't think that's what's happening with that regard. Mike Winger has a really good video on this. And what he said was, he said, if you do have control inside of your dream and you're choosing to sin, that's different than you're having a dream and you're in a sinful predicament. Those are two different. So like some dreams are way realer than other dreams, right? Some dreams is like, you can go left, you can go right. It feels so real. And it literally feels like you have a choice in the dream, right? That's some of my other dreams. You just wake up and you're just like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Now I gotta go to the bathroom, right? So, nocturnal emissions, better phrasing. Thank you, Spro. So I think it depends on that, right? Now, I'm not a dream expert, but if I'm in a dream and I can willfully choose to do something sinful, then probably I am doing something sinful, or it's coming from a sinful place, or at the very least, I had a choice and I did the sinful thing. Now, there are other times where you don't feel like you have a choice in a dream, and it's this universe you've constructed in your head, and you just do something foul, and it's your subconscious or your suppressed sin or whatever. So I would say it's there's some nuance. Generally speaking, if you're going mad long, like you have, 90 days, that's amazing, and you're not indulging in pornography and masturbation, I think this is my opinion. I think the dreams are a good sign. Not the explicit nature of the dreams, not you choosing evil in the dream. That's not what I'm saying. But if they're happening, I would think that that's your body's way of creating a nocturnal emission while you are, while you're processing this stuff and waging war and suppressing your sinful desires. So I don't see that as such. You know what I'm saying? And those don't, if you get them, those don't necessarily stop after you get married, by the way. Meaning if your wife has a baby and you go a couple of months, odds are you'll have one again. And I've had them post being married. You know what I mean? And generally speaking, no, I don't think that they're sinful. I don't think that you're in sin. Again, but if you're in a dream and and this is Mike Winger, so defer to him on this. If you're in a dream and it feels like you have a choice and you're intentionally choosing to do something foul, well then, yes, that would probably fall in the category of lust. You know what I'm saying? Like you've lusted in your dream. It's probably not on the same degree of like choosing to go look at porn. It's probably different. You know what I'm saying? But it's, I don't know. But I think 90 days, man, that's amazing. Keep going. Keep on this journey of recovery. Hopefully, Ike, it's feeling like it's getting easier as the longer you go. You know what I mean? And I think you'll get to a point, by the grace of God, where that won't even be like an option. Like it'll be such a peripheral thing of like, I think that's just something I used to do back in the day. That's not even an option anymore. And that's an amazing place to be. That doesn't mean you're not going to lust, and it doesn't mean you may not have a wild dream, but that does mean that you're moving towards a place of sanctification where this thing doesn't have a stronghold over you anymore. And that's great. That's awesome.
What you were saying about like sober for so long is like, that perspective about it being like a natural, the way that some like secular scientists had explained it was like your brain is trying to like rebalance itself because you've been giving it so much dopamine, so it has to release. And so should I be happy about this? But also I feel sticky and gross, and all of my sheets are like, I need to go wash everything I own. Like it's just, it's not.
I love your transparency, man. I think that could be it. I think the ultimate thing to me is like getting away from even the meditating on anything sexual. You know what I'm saying? Like that I think is the place where you want to keep going in that. So yeah, man, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, so I don't know. And by the way, we don't discard everything a secular scientist says just because they're secular. There's value in that too. So that's an interesting theory that like your brain has so much pent up stuff that, you know, that's interesting. I haven't looked much into that, but I do not fall in, and I do not subscribe to the notion that if you're having one of those, you're in sin and you're wilding out and it's a demon. I think that's you going 90 days. That's probably signs of what you just described. You're so used to having this dopamine, and now your brain's adjusting, and boom, it happens in your dream. You know what I mean? So kudos to you, man. Keep going, Ike.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Let me go to Pastor Roy. I'm so glad you're here, man. What do you think about nocturnal emissions?
I'm the one that put it in the chat. Spro was reminding what I said. That is literally the medical term. It's called nocturnal emissions. And I actually put in the Zoom chat, like sometimes you got to go see a urologist about that. So prostate cancer and abnormalities is normal in my family. So I have an unusual amount of knowledge on prostate cancer. My father actually has prostate cancer right now. So I've spent a lot of time talking to urologists and stuff like that. So in all realness, if it keeps happening, if it seems uncomfortable, go see a urologist and talk to a urologist about it as well. Okay. Because there could be something there.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Yo, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Make sure you check out the links in its description for some free resources, including a free Master My Devo course, a free Master My Niche course if you're looking to get into the YouTube space, and a free training course I put together with my Christian therapist, Dr. Rudy, to help you form freedom-forming habits. And check out some of these other videos recommended from me and YouTube to you. All right? Peace.